Alright, I'm ready.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Woo.
Yay! Finally we can start this
Yeah.
rope.
5 minutes late.
So, this is the Minish Cap TAS, a Tula-shooter speedrun
What?
done by me and Quo, or Deku King, or whatever he wants to be called.
Quo is fine.
Quo was fine. And we also have us the current real-time record holder, Toads. Say hi, Toads. Or be quiet, that's up to you.
Toads is asleep.
Hey
That's what I'm
guys.
waiting for. Oh, there we go.
He has a bad Japanese connection.
I am.
So, some backstory about this. Kyo started this task
Yeah,
2 years
really
ago
bad connection.
to improve my old task from 2011. And after he reached the second temples, where he finished the second dungeon, I thought, this needs redoing, so I restarted the whole thing.
Yeah, he like scrapped everything I did in like 4 months and redid it in like maybe 3 weeks.
I was so high for task in this game, so I couldn't stop doing it.
It was great. Also, this was started about a week after that Murals, I believe, found the boss key skip in Fortress of Winds.
Spoilers.
Or wait, was it you or MB? I forget.
Well, I didn't have anything to do with it, at least, so I can't remember who it was.
I think it was MB. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure we found it.
Okay, there you go.
So, you see that we are playing the Japanese version. Of course, this is...
Do we
Well,
want to explain what a TAS is first?
Oh, maybe. A
Maybe.
TAS is, as I said, this stands for Tool Assisted Speedrun. We play the game frame by frame and with save states to pretty much maximize perfection. So this is kind of what a perfect speedrun will look like, with perfect randomness and a perfect movement and everything. And of course, as I said, this takes a very long time to do. Oh, do you want input display? Let's put that on, might as well. So you can see our fancy inputs. Anyway, we play the Japanese version because it has faster text, which saves maybe a minute. I don't think it's that much, really.
I think it was like 2.5-ish.
2.5? Oh, that was more than I
Yeah,
thought.
something like that.
But also a couple of glitches that are exclusive to the
I
Japanese
don't think
version
anyone has
of
ever
the
timed it.
European one.
I timed it up to Pegasus Boots and it was 50 seconds and I stopped, so...
Yeah, I started I did the intro cutscene in English and Italian and Japanese. Then I gave up. So yeah, the intro is nothing special about it, really. Need to follow Zelda to the castle.
Basically.
And people may make fun of her for picking the shield instead of the heart piece or the rupee. But if she didn't pick the shield, we couldn't beat the game. We'd be instantly stuck, so she did the right choice, I think.
Technically.
100% TAS is never, I guess.
Someone's working on a 100% TAS.
Yeah, I know. I can't
Although-
remember his name though. But also, if the chat has any kind of questions...
It's not gonna be an optimized one though.
Yeah, I suppose. And if you have any questions about this, go ahead.
Oh well. It'll be done.
Also, you see a lot of rolling in
That
this game
flag was
because
so
flying is
unnecessary.
one of the fastest way of movement. But you can't roll into doors, cuts, screen transistors, I mean. So sometimes it's faster to roll instead of walking, and opposite.
Yeah, for some reason some loading zones you can roll into, like the castle door like just up north here. But some you can't, so oops, there's Toads that leaves. I think his internet's being bad.
Oh, yeah. He'll get back eventually. Oh, but the kiters, that would be awesome task to make. And between each roll you can switch one frame of input to... Yeah, my Swedish is leaking in, indeed, Henke. You have one frame to move between each roll to make the change of direction.
Yeah, so you see a lot will be like rolling to the right, but we'll be moving like up one frame each time just to optimize movement a bit.
And it can really be hard to know to see what you want to press between the walls.
Or internet.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey! Maybe it will work now for more than 10 seconds. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
So in the start pods here, there's not going to be too much glitching or anything interesting really, if I say so myself. It's mostly good movement and good luck and enemy kills. But there's going to be more later on.
There's a lot of dead time for the first like 10ish minutes, but like a lot later you'll see like we will not have time to explain anything because things just happens really fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
It is, yeah. You see that we are spamming A and R while holding B. B makes the text move faster and A and B skips to the next text part, next conversation. And it's really good for text mashing in this game because you can use any button you want. You can mash with the D-pad, for example. It's really good for real-time running. Though of course it doesn't matter for TAS, as you can...
You can press anything.
Yeah, and make it perfect anyway.
So you'll see here coming up soon is we will be taking a bit of damage, most of it to damage boost. Rolling does have a couple of invincibility frames, there you go. So we can sort of abuse that, and then we can abuse it more in a task because we can damage boost in the direction we want, so it's pretty cool too.
Using a different route already. At least a little bit.
Yeah. Damage boosting.
There we go. That's the first one. That's the second one.
And sometimes it's faster to roll into objects rather than walking, so that you get a good angle. As you can't cancel a roll while you're rolling. There are a couple of exceptions though, but you will only see like once, twice in this room.
Very few.
Yeah.
Getting damaged.
And this is the most annoying character in the game because he can't stop talking. This is this game's version of Navi. So there's no way to skip him, sadly.
Unfortunately not.
I tried a lot of different ways to like die on the same frame you start the cutscene and so on, saving quick or
We
whatever.
need to skip Eslo, not the cutscene. If we can skip Eslo, we could skip so much more.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the first time you jump on top of one of these shrinking rocks, or portal rocks, whatever, you can't skip the animations, you have to watch this.
So we'll see this cutscene 3 times, but only 3 times.
Yeah.
Alright, first test only trick coming up.
First lead pad.
Yeah. So this is like a 2 or 3 frame window, I think, that you can get on the first lead pad right here. It's really precise. But it saves like 8 seconds or something, so really cool. I don't think anyone yet has ever gotten it in real time. So
I haven't.
I haven't.
It's way too ridiculous.
No, Helix, the first input is the power on button. But I can't remember how much the difference from the start timing for RTA and TAS.
I timed it. The RTA timing, I'll reveal it at the end.
No, I mean the start time when you start the TAS in comparison to the start time. I think that's 15
it
seconds.
was 11 seconds, I think, something like that.
11, okay.
It's like name select and changing to fast text.
Well, Helix, it is the first button you press, so technically.
Technically. One theme that you'll see a lot in this game is that we have to talk to a lot of people, either being, so like we had to go talk to the, I forget his name, the guy that's like blocking the way, and then we had to get the Jabbernet, and now we're going to talk to the Elder. So you're gonna see that a bunch. Because this game is great.
And also with Eslo, there are a couple of Eslo cutscenes that you can walk into. And if you roll into them, he's going to start talking later for some reason. So sometimes we just walk straight up to the cutscene, which might look weird, but that's the reason.
Yeah.
So first standing coming up here, Deepwood Shrine. One of the hardest parts about TAS in this game is the randomness. Yes, there are a couple of ways to change the randomness in the game. One is to roll and to slash the sword. But both of them can cost time if you don't need to do them. It's like these enemies here are really hard to get in the right position. And this wasn't perfect,
by the way.
Good enough.
Yeah, you'll see a lot in fights. Instead of just like slashing once, we'll slash it like 8 or 9 times before actually going, because you can mash the B button as fast as you can. So in a task, it's every 2 frames in a 60 FPS game. So all the like extra slashes are to change the randomness. Unless if nothing's going on, then sometimes we just slap it because there's nothing there. But we'll get to that later.
Oh crap, I think I found an improvement. No.
Oh no. Alright, restart the task. Stream's over, guys.
Helix, I don't think that was needed. I can't remember. Maybe it was.
You did that part. When I originally did, I didn't need to do it because I got lucky. But when you redid it, I don't know.
Yeah. Like this pot right here, when you put in the pot. This enemy hits us twice, which isn't optimal really, but there's nothing we can do.
We didn't need the health and extension, so it's not the end of the world. One interesting thing that you will notice is that when we actually grab the pillars, you can't, when you push them, you can't just like, go up to them and press the D-pad. But on some of them, we actually go and actually grab them because it's slightly faster and it moves Link in a bit of a better position.
Yeah.
It's like 1 frame faster, maybe? Something like that.
Ooh, I never time it really that much. But
it's
one or two.
So there are like very, very small things like that that you'll see a lot.
There's a lot of sub-pixel management to do on Assassin is.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 is rules there, Jesus.
What? I do that.
You do?
Yeah.
Madman.
And heart management is really hard in this game, as we want to take a lot of damage, but we can't always get more heart refills.
Yeah. Good fight.
Yeah, so all those sword classes after the enemies we kill with too many bullet things later on.
Yeah. So before the key drops.
First boss fight.
Woo. Mini boss. So, if you haven't guessed already, Matter Pillar is done in 2 cycles. If that needed to be explained.
Yeah. But that is quite easy to do in real time as well, I would say.
Yeah, it's fairly easy. But the frame perfect slash on the nose is not easy.
Yeah. And gas jar is a pretty weird item, because when you start sucking, like it's sometimes faster to stand further away from the object you want to suck in, for it to start reacting faster for some reason. Because the gust that comes out is random. But I didn't do much. Well, it wasn't needed to manipulate it that well.
Yeah. Speaking of, the gust jar is another item that can change the randomness, so sometimes we'll use that like in screen transitions, or sometimes we'll hold the gust jar a little longer to get preferable either enemy movement or something.
That's interesting, lily pad movement.
Oh yeah, we need some money in the run as well, I didn't talk about that before.
Right.
But there are a couple items we need to buy, and the last run got a 20 rupee in this dungeon. This was a really bad decision by me. So we improved that to get a lot of blue rupees instead.
Yes, that's the first of 4, I believe, we'll be collecting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can see with the lily pad that you can get a booster around the corner sometimes. But
yeah, lily pad mechanics are weird.
Yeah.
We have 25 rupees, guys. Come on.
Oh yeah, for the first mushroom it was faster to not walk up to it, but I thought
Yeah.
to just
7 frames.
All those small time savers are so good. And there are there are ways to clip into the net to get to the staircase without having a gust jar. But the staircase doesn't exist until you get to the net.
Yeah, it's a really great game.
Yeah.
They do that quite a lot with the loading zones.
Yeah, with quite a lot of things in the game. No, there's no use up and down and left and right in this game. It has no such glitches or oddities to it.
Fortunately.
Compared to like Link's Awakening, that has lots of them.
Good news, the most boring part of the task is done, so there we go.
Yeah, time for some action. This boss is pretty funny because first you need to suck his body a bit. He gets good at sucking. And the time he stays down is random. And you can get up to 9 hits, I think. And minimum is 6. But you want to hit him as few times as possible. Or rather, you want to have him stay down as low as possible.
As little as possible.
Yeah, as the health adder resets between each cycle. So hitting it more times in the first 2 cycles doesn't matter at all. Hey Q, do you think we should redo this and use the spin attack instead?
Alright, that's a joke that we'll save for later.
Yes.
That was great.
Well, that's true, Alex. You need to suck his body.
You didn't do the 1 frame sword slash. I'm disappointed.
And we
Redo
didn't
the task.
want to change the randomness.
Oh, I see. Still.
We'll skip heart continuers because we weren't casuals.
The wobbling time? Oh, yeah. When it wobbles from left to right.
Oh.
Depending on which direction you are when you finish the sucking.
So for Big Chew, the first time he wobbles, if he's right in the middle, he's gonna like go to the left and then go right to the right, without like stopping to the left or like start to the right or whatever. But the first one's always faster if he's like right in the middle. But the other 2 are set. So, anyways,
Indeed.
rolling there saves 1 frame. I would just like to point that out.
Best 1 framers you can have. So we just got the bombs. Bombs are generally really good at glitching in Zelda games, but they kind of suck here.
Fairly
Well,
useless.
sort of.
Yeah.
They are used a lot. So right there, oh, RNG manipulation, that's our second blue rupee. If you saw the bomb like sort of jumped up a bit, that's called a roll lift, and you'll see that a lot. It saves 68 frames, I believe, every time you use it. So we'll be basically using that for almost every bombs.
Yeah, for some reason, when you pick up a bomb and throw it, it's going to explode earlier for some reason. And there's a trick which you can do if you roll into the bomb the same frame you pick it up. You're going to pick it up, but you'll drop it instantly, and that will make the diffusing time diffusing. Right now it's diffusing, but we skip it with a saving quit. Whatever.
So for this cutscene skip, I guess dying is not faster.
We would have had to use a lot more bombs.
I see.
I
Because you
think.
grabbed a lot of hearts in the boss fight.
Oh wait, no, we don't get to 0 bombs until a lot later. Dang,
Well,
we should test
Henke,
dying.
if you lay a bomb, it's going to say pick up.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Toads.
I mean, since roll lifts exist and everything.
So yeah, Link has to learn how to use a spin attack, which is needed to get out of the town.
Which would save 1 second on the first boss.
Yeah. It's me being smart. Also, Kua, I tested this actually. It's not faster to have him on the left side here.
Really?
Yeah, it's 1 frame faster to go below.
Oh, when I tested it, it was like 90 frames faster to the left.
90 frames, you kidding me?
Yeah. I guess I tested wrong. Oops.
Ah, whatever. So that route we had to use a rock to get it. It would be faster to get it a different place, but it's kind of hard to get stuff sometimes because of randomness. And the whole mountain part is a disaster when it comes to the RNG.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are many enemies that are in your way.
Dodging the bomb damage, Jesus.
Yeah. One frame.
And getting the red rupee earlier, that's interesting.
I apologize for dogs.
I apologize for Echo.
A lot of times, if you wanted to redo something in a task, you can open up in an editor program and change the input value. Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's going to quite often cause a desync because of differences in randomness and so on.
Yeah. We can edit a lot at save and quits, which we do a lot actually. Especially if we're low on items, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, arrows for the win. Bombs. Great.
Yeah, so one thing with bombs and arrows is that they're a lot faster sometimes than the sword to kill enemies, so... I don't think we see bombs being used to kill things until the second dungeon, but it is used in a lot of the fights.
It's going to be seen right here.
Yeah,
actually.
Well, it's not going to be seen, but it's going to happen.
Oh. That bomb made Seaman useless to use, but the reason was that it killed the enemy. And killing an enemy, it will change the randomness.
Yeah.
And laying a bomb doesn't waste any time. But it does waste a bomb, and that can be complicated. That's
yeah.
Link is pretty strong, I must say, without having the bracelets.
He can't push a pot, but he can live that beam.
Yeah. This is a pretty cool oversight by the developers. As you're supposed to go inside a cave here and go around the whole thing. But we don't do that.
Which does have a bomb drop, so it would be useful, but grabbing that mushroom's faster. Also, that's our last blue rupee for the run.
Yep.
We did it, guys.
No, that wasn't the last one. We get 2 more. Never mind.
Really?
Yeah. 2 more.
Yeah, we do. Oh, you're right. 2 more.
I don't know the task.
Alright, coming up is the greatest trick in the game. So you're gonna see, we're gonna get a bomb drop right as we're getting the power bracelet, and that cuts out some of the text that we get from the Deku Scrub. So it's pretty great.
That's not the power bracelet.
I wonder who found it.
Yeah,
I mean, that guy must have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Please.
So these rocks can be kind of terrible to deal with, but they're pretty nice. Some close calls though. But Link has very good dodging skills, so flawless.
Did you actually have to manipulate them?
I can't remember. Yeah, the rocks are random. Yes.
Yeah. And they do have higher damage, which sort of sucks.
And the health is kind of precious as well.
Yeah. 2D Zelda games are pretty bad for health, because everything hits you and everything hurts.
Well, most enemies don't hurt you that much in this game though.
Yeah.
It's like 1/4 of a heart.
Like, apart from the boulders for the first half of the game, everything does a quarter heart. Well, okay, no. Moblins do like a heart of damage if you hit their spear, but that's later.
Does it matter which way you go around that rock to push it?
Going up is slightly faster in a task because we can like push it from the highest point a little earlier.
I see.
I tried in real time, and it's really not that consistent, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
Oh, one more thing that changes RNG. The portals, every time you walk beside them, there's like yellow stars that comes up, and that also changes RNG. So sometimes we'll like purposefully stay close to them or try to get as far of them as fast as possible to get better randomness.
Yeah, and being close to that, the shrinking rocks is good because it changes every frame.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't see if you stand one frame still on it to change the randomness.
Compared to like sword slashing is every 2 frames, so it'd be a bit more optimal to stay beside the portals.
For this bomb, it wasn't faster to use the roll and lift trick because of the position you end up when you roll. It wasn't a good roll, good like wall you can roll into.
Mm-hmm.
The glitching starts after the 3rd dungeon, so well in the 3rd dungeon I suppose. But yeah, soon.
Thank you, Quo.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they saw that they grabbed the statue, even though we didn't need to push it to have Link's position be set slightly higher.
Mm-hmm. Shifts him a bit more to the left. There are a bunch of cool things in the 2nd dungeon, but no glitches, unfortunately.
Well, Henke, it's kinda obvious. As it does say lift up on the R button when you're close to it. And it does
you can also use the boomerang there. Because you can buy the can you buy the boomerang?
Yeah.
For that? So, yeah, okay. There you go.
So you don't need to use the bomb there, but the boomerang is useless.
Yeah, basically. It's
I've
the only
tried
item.
a couple of things with the boomerang, though, but nothing worked so far.
You can use the boomerang to do cool stuff, but you also need like a Rock's Cape and like other stuff, bombs.
And the European version.
And the European version. Which no one likes anyways.
Yeah. 2nd dungeon, oh yeah.
Whew.
This has several rooms that are terrible when it comes to randomness.
Yeah.
Like this one here. And quite often we have to lose time in order to manipulate things. I can't remember if that was needed in this room though. And who else loved the minecart movement when you first played the game?
Minecart is great. That fight was like tame compared to some of the other fights. That pot always drops a bomb.
Yeah.
Here it's a bit faster using a bomb compared to using the gust jar because we can roll it consistently.
As well as killing these enemies with the bomb.
Yeah, this fight's cool.
Bomb strats for this fight. Oh my god.
Bomb strats are our best strats.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
That took a long time to do as well. Favorite fight.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Henke, like Super Bomberman 5 is one I like. But it doesn't go that quickly though. But it's good.
One cool trick here is that we can actually roll through the fire. It is really hard to do, so it's not really RTA viable, but it's cool. It takes half a heart though, because we get hit twice.
Yeah, that's important in Temple cutscene. And all these sword slashes here are to manipulate these enemies and things to come later in the game.
Oh my god, so many sword splashes.
We can also roll lift pots, by the way. So that's another
Sick
thing.
room though.
Yeah, but you can only roll lift a pot if you have just thrown a pot.
Yeah.
And you can pick it up and the next frame you move. You start to roll and lift at the same time.
Yeah.
That's like one of the 3 places in the game where it's useful.
I think that's pixel perfect, right? The lifting pots?
Not pixel perfect, but frame perfect.
Okay.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, it might have been frame pixel perfect as well.
I mean, if it's pixel perfect, then like you only have 1 frame while you're moving to like.
Yeah, I think that was the case. Actually. Okay, also, we got damaged by the bomb there when we picked out the pot, which made us move earlier because we didn't have to go through the lifting animation. Oh,
I wonder what the next fight will look like. I wonder what this fight will look like.
It's fairly similar to the real-time one, but it's a bit faster. We tried a lot, but couldn't find anything faster. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, still fairly interesting.
You can wait for them to jump against you as well, but it takes way too long.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good anyway.
Yeah, that fight went through a lot of improvements, so I won't complain about it.
Yay, keys.
Woo. Walking there is faster.
That's lame.
I know, right?
Oh, and this room is... oh, the next room, I suppose, is the worst one.
Yeah. So another frame perfect trick. As a Minish, you can get hit and start roll at the same time. So you're gonna roll and then you're gonna get damage boosted. So it's used there. It's used a couple of other times later in the run as well. So it's pretty cool. Tompa found that one.
Thank you, Legrand. It's supposed to be good. So yeah, sorry about the beeping sound, but we would have to listen to it. Okay, yeah. Oh, this room. Oh, wow.
Oh man.
This one took me forever to do.
That was nice, though.
It was. I'd like to point out that they're all horizontally aligned and
Of course.
Oh, I don't think I've ever thought about that before. But
It just happens.
Nice. Yeah, finish space. That's pretty good because a lot of the actions you do, they cancel. This is a great manipulation right here.
Yeah. This room is sort of an auto-scroller, so we get to scroll around a bit. It's great.
One of the interesting ruling things.
There's the last two rupees.
Yeah. And I kind of like this randomness setup. The hearts are always set there, but the rupees are manipulated. Just because we can. And these tornadoes are kind of stupid here as well. I didn't mention that before. But for the next one here, if you want to not hold straight down and left, is that way you're going to change your so that you're facing left instead of down. That's going to be a lot slower because it takes forever to turn around in midair.
Yeah. Those mechanics are really weird. But after this dungeon, we don't really see them again till like the 5th dungeon, so...
Yep. In this room we also have to wait a bit for the moving platforms later on.
Yeah, so like this part we couldn't really optimize because there's a moving platform right after we get the boss key that it's impossible to get. We tried. The other thing is that in the bottom right side of the room, there's a 50 rupee chest, which would have been faster than the other one, but we still can't make that one platform, so it ended up being slower.
Yeah.
Not even the TAS can make it. That's pretty sad.
Hi, man. And yes, you do. I still have your game, you know.
Dude, there are bleed rocks on this wall.
Oh dang, never noticed.
Classic. Trivia.
I'm glad I remembered. The sword mashing.
These are pretty straightforward. What has this boss?
Yeah, so only like non-casual strat is if you hit Glee Rock when he's facing up, then he falls down like a little faster. So he'll always be pointing up when we hit him with the cane.
But this is really good because you can get more heart drops from these fires if you need to.
Yeah.
Brandon! Henke, well, I guess there are some things. I don't have everything in my head right now though, so it might be.
Is there anything falling that isn't random? There are some enemies that fall from the ceiling that aren't random.
Oh yeah. Oh, here comes an actual trick for this boss fight, actually.
An actual trick.
Yeah, as if it gets hurt by fire, it can run faster. And it can go down to the last hit a little bit faster than just walking or rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward fight.
Yeah. The fire mechanics in this game are sort of weird. So the length is like predetermined, but you can make it go faster by pressing buttons. So we can control it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that's really weird is that timer can still go down if you're like in a cutscene and you're still on fire. You can still mash buttons and it'll disappear faster.
Oh,
it's pretty great.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh, I figured that out when doing the Dark Royal Castle boss key, the one key that we didn't do because it was slower. Oh, one other thing that I guess is really irrelevant to mention, but I find it interesting. Whenever we jump down from a ledge, we're gonna like move diagonally sort of and then jump down. It's actually 1 frame slower, but depending on where we're going, we're gonna be more left or right. And it ends up saving time. So like we're not gonna do it here, for example, because we're gonna fall in the hole, but like other places you'll see us like shifting left or right when we're trying to jump down.
It's snubs or snubs, whatever. When you get hit by fire and run around, the more buttons you press, the earlier you can get out of it.
Yeah.
So just spam buttons like crazy.
Or the D-pad.
Ah, the D-pad, yeah. Oh, that's faster to use the cane for that rock instead of picking it up. And that's going to be used once more, I think.
Once?
Do you know how many frames it faster it is?
9 frames.
9, I see.
I hope you don't hate the rolling sound too much.
It's not that bad. So another improvement is that we got the stone here instead of on the second time around. It's slightly faster.
And from now on, each time we finish a dungeon, we need to get back here to upgrade the sword.
Each time we finish the dungeon except the next dungeon.
Never mind. Most times when you finish dungeon. From now on.
Out of the 6 dungeons, we're only coming back here 3 times.
Yeah. But we started here like in the beginning of the game, so.
That's true.
Yeah, the bridge shortcut is not a shortcut really. As you need to take a detour to get there.
For the next couple minutes, there are like 4 cutscenes I think that we need to watch. So, but there is some interesting stuff in between the cutscenes. So don't like go take a bathroom break.
Wait, now I have to think a bit. Where do we end up with the... Oh, whatever.
Well, there's the Mopin fight, and that's about it.
So now this test is going to be Clone Wars.
Ooh. Yeah, so we can make clones. It's the other main game mechanic apart from going small. The clones do exactly the same thing you do, so you can't really like control them in cool ways, unfortunately. But
you can't use any items except the sword with them.
Yeah.
So they can't like use the bow or anything. Just too bad.
Can you use the shield? I feel like you can use the shield, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so, but
the shield is not going to be used for the rest of the run, I think. So.
Whoops. Yeah, when they go into walls, they're going to despawn. And those were some great enemies. They fought hard. I test videos. I didn't mean to do that. That's why I need another screen. I only have one monitor right now, and 2 is going to be useful eventually.
2 is the best. Well, no, 3 is the best, but 2 is okay.
I know. Why 3? Like I can't even fit 3 screens right here.
Alright, now would be a good time to mention that this TAS had 578,663 rear records,
Oh, yep.
which is 1.5 times as many frames as it had. So there's like 1.5 rear records per frame in this game.
And that number's inaccurate as well, as because if you have 2 guys working on it, it's going to be...
Because like we like threw around a version, but like let's say I did 100 on my end, and then that ended up not being faster. Those 100 weren't counted.
Yeah.
For example.
That was so unnecessary.
Yeah, we need to waste time while charging up the sword so we can do whatever.
Basically. One thing with cloning is that we'll always place Link like the closest to where he's gonna go next, because the like clone pads always put Link in the middle. So like let's say we're going up next, like in that section we put Link on the higher pad. So bit of optimization.
Yes, sometimes when you're speedrunning real time, people can say, oh, it's only 1 frame, don't even bother, but 1 frame is a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
As it adds up to minutes eventually. Yeah, there are a lot of cutscenes, sadly.
Yeah, just for spoilers, like by 1 frame is important. The final time is, well, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's something, 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 and 55 frames. So if we're like 5 frames slower, that'd be an extra second added on.
So funny here is, you need to start a cutscene here, or a flag rather, to activate the boot side quest. And normally you're supposed to walk into the swamp, the Castle Wilds, to start it. But you can just read the sign, because the sign says something about the boots, and that is enough.
Yeah, it's like Castor Wilds, bring your boots. Oh, right there, you saw that we slashed the sword on the pot. That's the first time we did that on the run. This was discovered during the 3rd boss fight, I think. Yeah. And doing that actually saves 4 frames each time, so the TAS actually isn't optimal right now. Because we can do that.
Wow.
But from now on, almost every portal you'll see we either use an item or grab.
Yeah, we didn't slash the sign.
We didn't slash the sign. Also another bit of useless info that like literally no one cares about. So that was the last cutscene for the shrinking pot. There's actually 2 different backgrounds for the pots in this game. Just fun fact.
Also the save and quit after talking to Minish.
Yeah. That save and quit is like 3 seconds faster, I think. Tompa?
Well, I never write down the numbers. I just say, oh, this one is faster, then I use it.
Alright. So it only saves time on emulator, unfortunately. So a bit of a cheap time save, but it is a time save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to watch that cutscene.
Right,
Okay, the known improvements are less than a 7.
Yes, throwing the pot is faster.
Oh yeah, as I mentioned before, it's faster to use the cane normally for pots and bushes and stuff. But as we had to pick up the item from it, it was faster to throw to the left.
Yeah. So like if we use the cane, the key would have stayed like where the pot was, but we can move to the left while the key's falling out of the pot. I like how we explained that part 3 times. Oh wait, no, there's more tornadoes here. I lied.
Yeah, more tornado stuff. Just a little bit there. You can get to this area early before finishing the first dungeon, but it's
right.
It's useless because you can't do anything.
Yeah, you can get the key and that's about it. Because I don't think Malon or Talon are there yet.
Oh yes, they
double check. They are? Okay.
Yeah, but as you don't have the cane of Paki yet, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you have the sword and the shield, and that's it. Ooh, cane.
No, it's not button move right, because it takes a long time to turn around. So here comes the best item in the game. One of them at least. So running with boots is the fastest way of traveling, sort of. But it takes a while to charge up the boots, so sometimes it's faster to roll, or just walk instead. So you have to keep testing each area to see which one's the best.
Basically. Generally speaking, for the TAS, it's faster to roll 4 times, I believe, than use the boots. But if it's 5 or more, it's faster to use the boots, unless you're going upstairs, because stairs slow your movement down a lot, but it doesn't slow your boots. So you'll see that a lot. Anyways, we take damage here because we don't really care about anything.
Yes, it's a game advance, indeed. Oh, I missed that great manipulation I got here with the P hats. But sadly that messed up other things later on, so...
Right, I remember that, vaguely. Ooh, first Dark in a fight. These are different in the TAS than in real time, so that was pretty great.
Interesting.
One sort of mechanic of this game is that if you... So for the Darkness, for example, when you slash them with your sword, you're going to get knocked back. But if you slash your sword on the same frame that you're getting knocked back, you're not going to get knocked back. So that's usually on the run.
Yeah.
So you saw like we slashed the sword a lot. That wasn't just for RNG manipulation. Part of it was. Because you'll see RNG manipulation coming up in this next fight. But a part of it was also to not get knocked back so we can finish the fight faster.
As for the lily pad here, for some reason if you shoot to the left or right, you get a small boost compared to just down all the time.
Yeah.
And it was faster to get the water here, so you can, while you're filling up the bottle.
That's really smart.
Speaking of RNG manipulation.
Oh yeah. I love that fight.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Well, if you have it, you don't run any slower. But it takes a long time to get the upgrade. And, well, you need to have the boots as well as the sword equipment.
Yeah.
So.
I tested a long time ago getting the Potbreaker upgrade, and that was 8 seconds slower throughout the entire run. So getting the running with boots is probably not.
Yeah, it's running boots is after the Potbreaker, isn't it? I can't remember the order.
Getting hit by the Igors there, I believe they're called, takes half a heart of damage. But we do have health, so we'll be doing that a lot.
Yeah, but the upcoming area is pretty tough though, because there's a lot of damage we take, and we didn't.
Yeah.
We weren't able to get enough hearts that we wanted.
Yeah. I remember doing the manipulations here, and it was not a fun time.
Yeah.
For the hearts. Gotta save the frames though.
Yep. So these bushes down here that we slashed, I tried forever to get some good items from it. Either like bombs or hearts or anything, but nothing without wasting lots of time.
Yeah.
Well, I could get a seashell and a green rupee, but those are kind of crap.
Spoilers, we don't collect either of those in the run.
Yeah. We almost get a fairy though. It's close.
Almost. We're one frame off.
Almost, really?
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
Alright.
Spoilers.
It's not for a while.
Oh, good morning, MTA. Yeah, this is 70%. A 100% test will be kind of cool to make, to be honest, but I don't want to make one. There's one in the works though, but it's not going to be perfectly optimal.
Yeah.
But hopefully still great.
I mean, for longer games, it's a lot harder, and especially for this game. But
yeah.
Well. But yeah, I heard he started a new game to TAS, and I'm pretty sure Tompa's doing another game as well for a super secret thing.
A secret test?
Aren't you? Or is it not secret?
Well, Donkey Kong Country is not that secret.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's not the secret. Okay.
Well, I guess I do have a secret for Awesome Games Done Quick for the test, but Donkey Kong Country.
Nudge, nudge, hint, hint.
I forgot about that one.
So since we're great, we can just dodge the rope, because the snake is bad at hitting us.
Yeah, that was pretty good to manipulate those to be out of our way. But we don't need to slash them.
Also, was it here that we figured out that having one heart changes the drops?
Yeah.
So, there's a part later in the dungeon that we'll need an extra heart for, so we had to manipulate it earlier, and then we figured out that like everything desyncs, because in this game there are flex drops when you have less than one heart. The game's drops are a bit different. We think it's to like give the player more hearts.
Yeah.
That explains quite a lot.
Yeah, so if you're ever like RNG manipulating in this game, make sure you have like full health.
Yeah.
And that like took us a while to figure out that was the cause.
Yeah, actually it's MZX rules that that helped me figure that out.
Oh.
I knew that you get different drops sometimes if you're low on health, but I could never figure out why.
Yeah.
So the drop we need is a red kinstone piece, a specific one. And last task got from this armor steady. But because we got a different manipulation with the one
Wow, sick dodge.
we have to get it somewhere else, right?
Dang. I'm being called a star Canadian.
Too bad. So we have to have to slash this armors once, otherwise it's not going to hit us.
One other thing is that, so after you slash the sword, you can hold B to keep your sword out to try the spin attack. And if you poke an enemy, it does 1 damage, but it also cancels your sword immediately, so sometimes that's faster to do.
Yeah.
We saw it during the Helmasaur fight to kill the ropes right for this dungeon and right here, so if you've been paying attention.
Oh yeah, when you shoot with the bow, normally you have a pretty long bow animation, but you can cancel it out with the boots.
Yeah.
For pretty much rapid fire. And that's going to be great.
Just use a bin this dungeon. It's pretty great. Here you can actually go so fast that you'll bonk against the bridge as it's loading, so we had to slow down a bit. Oh, also one thing that we didn't mention is that boots also change their RNG.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
And then we got the red up the boots, you're going to get a little bit of smoke, dust right there.
Yeah.
And the dust is random, so
that helps manipulate that red kinstone there, which we'll need for later. And now we get the moments. So if you've been keeping up with this game the past 2 or so years, you'll know what's coming up. If not,
no one stress.
We're revisiting this part of the dungeon, so.
Yeah, we like it so much. Need to hang out with the armor studies a bit more.
Yeah, it's our favorite. Unfortunately, there's only one boss key skip in this game, but it's this one. So the trick that I mentioned earlier that saves 4 frames can be used with the moments, and they'll push Link up a bit higher. And then with a bomb boost, we can actually get just over the wall. So that's great. And that was found by Toads, I believe.
By MB.
That was found by MB, dang. Toads, what did you find? I keep forgetting.
Only Hundo stuff.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, MB's great at glitching stuff.
So, sadly, that can't be used too much in this game, as you need the ceiling to be very close to the portal rock.
Yeah. It can be used in the 5th dungeon to skip the boss key again, except there's another boss key right at the end, so we can't do it.
That fight looks so cool when done optimally.
Yeah. So this fight for the TAS, we actually used the boot strat that we talked about earlier, so it's really fast, it's great.
It was found 2 years ago, just about.
And then the pillars, they're random, but we can manipulate that as well.
Yes, Laserbot, they do it in speedruns as well.
Yeah.
And after the glitch, we had to jump down to the right layer. As you can enter the boss fight, but the game is going to soft lock in.
Yeah. No, if you go from that room, it doesn't soft lock. You just can't hit the boss, and the boss can't hit you.
Oh, yeah.
So, but if you go from the room where the portal is, it's gonna soft lock. It's a really weird thing.
You can even have the boss explode and die, but you can't proceed afterwards. Nothing happens.
Yeah. The door doesn't open, and the stairs aren't there.
What?
So
we
close
got
to
a heart
skipping it.
container?
What? Restart the TAS.
We got scrubs.
Dang.
So that one... oh yeah, you can explain.
Okay, so we get that hurt. It wastes 64 frames, but in the... Not the next dungeon as much, but especially in the 5th and 6th dungeons, we take a lot of damage. So it's that heart saved a lot of time. definitely, because we do end up at like half or quarter hearts a lot.
Yeah. I tested a lot of options to where to get more heart refills, and it was end up being faster to get the heart container. Even. And it's also useful because we have more health to damage.
Yeah. So we can be a little less good.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Now it's time for more interesting books. Book quest.
a little route change for the book quest compared to the RTA runs. We do use a different route that uses not a TAS only trick, but one that's a bit tougher in real time. So this is the last Kinstone fusion we're going to do here to get a warp up to the sky that we'll be using after the next dungeon. And now we're going to start the book quest. So the bane of every person who plays this game's existence.
Yeah, I got stuck here the first time I played the game. And I think even the second one as well. So there are a lot of different routes you can take with this part. When to fuse, when to visit the Kinstone place, when to refill the water, etc. And I tried all options you can have, and this was the best one.
Yeah, some more flags here, so we had to talk to a few. Like, we had to talk to the Minish in the Kailia, and then the Minish in the library, and then now we're on our way. So again, using items on Portal doesn't only save time, it also looks cool.
Yeah. One thing that's great when you got to push these books is you can actually start pushing it while you are rolling.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. So when you roll a near to the right, keep pressing left, pressing down, I mean, to start pushing it while rolling.
That's really nice to know.
Did we explain the Ocarina glitch? No, we haven't.
No, because this is the first one.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Okay, so there's lots to explain for this one. Okay, Ocarina glitch is a glitch. We'll go over it more later. But this one in particular, we're gonna go and we're gonna kill a Pesto here, and then we're gonna do the Ocarina glitch. It lets us walk over voids, so we can go up to the next screen, which is actually Dr. Left's house, which is at the far west of Hyrule Town. And then we can drop down the second book. Now, normally you would have to go get the power bursts first and then push a bookcase, but we can sort of sequence break a bit here. So we'll explain like actually what the Ocarina glitch does later, because
yeah,
I didn't have enough time.
It kind of sucks that the first one is so special.
Yeah, it's good.
You'll also notice that when we changed screens, we were walking over a void. We'll also talk about that later.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And we'll like get your tissues ready because it's a sob story.
Yeah, I will find them all the way.
Anyways, TAS only route is we can actually do Ocarina glitches not only off stairs but also off doors. So I believe that's the only door Ocarina glitch used in the run.
Yep.
But it skips a lot because we can skip the sort of trigger in front of Dr. Left's house where he doesn't let us in until we talk to the librarian, which is where most of the time is saved.
Yeah, otherwise
So, yeah, have fun doing that in RTA.
Yeah. So RTA needs to go to the library to deposit 2 books and then come back deposit 1 book and then come back to Dr. Left and then deposit 2 more books later. TAS just does it, it deposits all 3 at once. Here's another like damage boost during a roll with the cats. Oh, important glitch here. If you get pushed into a hole, you're gonna slide a bit.
Oh my god. I forgot that we actually used that in the test.
Actually saves time. This fight is also really well done.
And late in the game, we found out, oh, we need more arrows. Crap, what to do? So we got somewhere.
We had to manipulate the arrows here. We found that out. Yeah, in the Body 2 fight, the second phase of the boss, that we needed more arrows. It was pretty great.
So my previous task did the Ocarina glitch to reach to this book, which I thought at the time was faster because someone said, oh, this is faster, do this. So okay, I didn't even time it, I just trusted the person. No names.
No names.
But later found out that it was a really bad route to use. For 2 reasons.
Who was around back in 2011?
Now, 2010 even.
Right, it was released in 2011. So.
Yeah.
Was it SD2?
No names.
No names, okay.
No, it was none in the community. So.
Oh, okay. Swag movement there. Vadi 2 is also known as Vadi Transfigured. If you're confused. I think.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, Vadi Transfigured.
Shoutouts to SD2 in general. He was one of the first main speedruns of this game.
Yeah.
The second one who ever did a run that I know. First being TSA.
TSA.
Yeah. But it was a cool run anyway.
It was, just
Even
it
though it was
wasn't one run.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so now that we have all the books, we can return them. And this will create some ladders for us to use in the bookshelves.
Yeah, this is all used to get flippers, which are used twice in the game, but only required to be used once in the game. And that lets us get to the 4th dungeon, which has an item that is used twice in the game, but only needs to be used once.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I can see a pattern here.
Yeah, so a flipper skip is one of the main tricks that we want in run.
Yeah.
But we have tried so many things. And
or like Lantern Skip, or Temple of Droplet Skip, or anything...
Skip.
Yeah, any skip, really. Preferably around this time of the game.
All at the bottom spamming doesn't look too great, to be honest. Whatever. So this is another nice fight. This is how we do it, RTA runners.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
So this dungeon, you can get to this dungeon without having the flippers with the Ocarina Glitch, but
The one that we spoke about earlier.
yeah, but you need it in the dungeon sadly. Because the dungeon sucks.
Yep. So one thing that you might have noticed is that when we were swimming it was completely silent. That's because we're mashing the A button 30 times a second, and every time you press the A button, the sound for the swimming starts. But we mash it so fast that you can't hear it. That's pretty great.
And even though we ran pretty short distances there with the boots, because the ice physics is faster to run even though it's a short distance.
So running on ice is faster because ice has really weird mechanics. Not just in this game, in most games in general.
Yeah, super swimming.
There's super swimming in Minish Cap. Actually, speaking about the silent swimming, if you get the swim upgrade from one of the butterflies, you can sort of do the same thing.
Yeah.
I believe. Okay, more on Ocarina Glitch. So, by pressing up and then pressing up and Ocarina, when going into stairs, you can activate the Ocarina. Well, for stair Ocarina Glitch, where I'm not really going to talk about the door ones. But one of the cool mechanics is that it keeps your Z layer for those Americans. So you can walk. Oh wait, no, I guess there are 2 boss skips in this game. I lied. By the way, so we walked upstairs there. So we changed our layer to layer 2, and then when we walked down the stairs, it didn't re-update. So we're still on layer 2. So we were able to walk around and just walk above the door.
It doesn't save too much in that area because there's only 1-2 rooms to skip.
Yeah,
But
in this dungeon it doesn't save time, but it will save a lot of time later.
Yeah. And more lily pad crap. Also, when you stream transition with the lily pad, it doesn't always work.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You're not allowed to boost too close to something. Anyway, this trick coming up here is good.
Important trick, guys. Take notes. So by using the mushroom, we can land in the loading screen void. I don't know. We can land in the void at the same time as the lily pad, and it saves a bit of time because usually the lily pad will fall down, and then Link will fall down like a second and a half later or something. So it saves a bit of time, and it looks cool.
Yeah, save the frames.
Wait, no. That one Ocarina glitch actually saves more time because normally you would come down here to get that key and then backtrack all the way back up to the lily pad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about key.
I forgot about that.
Please, guys.
So another cool trick is that the lily pad's now gone forever, so we can't finish the game. If you screen transition as the lily pad's moving, it's gonna get set to a default location, and the default location in that room is right at the top. So we actually skip a puzzle there.
It's very convenient.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
this fight's cool.
All the bombs though. We need the bombs.
Red
That
Zero.
was interesting.
Okay, in like 4 or 5 rooms back, there was a 1-frame roll that we didn't talk about. And it was mentioned in chat, so now I'm mentioning it.
Yeah. And now I'm going to use a different route, we are going to use a different route compared to the old TAS as well.
Right. Old Test went to fight the mini-boss and then came around. No, wait. Old Test went around and then went to fight the mini-boss and then went to fight the boss. But we're going to go fight the mini-boss first and then do the second half of the dungeon. Quotation marks. And then finish up with the boss.
Yep. And now we have the spin attack. Yeah.
Okay, so the joke earlier was that using the spin attack later here saves 1 second, and Tompa wanted to redo the first boss to use the spin attack on it, but we didn't have the spin attack, so I made fun of him for that.
Yeah, we learned it after the first dungeon, so.
It was great.
And like, he even mentioned it, like, I didn't get it at first. I thought like, yeah, we can use the spin attack. I was so confident.
So this is a rerun of the first boss, but now with electricity, so we can't use the Gust Jar when he's electric, so we do have to waste quite a bit of time here, unfortunately, because there's no way to manipulate it. Or I think it's set, or is it random? I'm not sure. I feel like I should know that.
The electric is the same this time.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
But him jumping can be manipulated a bit. Well, Henke, this is not the same boss compared to Mega Man.
It's a different boss. This is the first blue chew that we'll see in the entire run. We'll see them more later in the 5th dungeon, but that's for later.
Yeah.
TAS walking right here, pretty great.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to waste for nothing. So now we start a lot of spin attacks.
Alright, the spin attack's coming up, guys. Get ready.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Oh man.
Gets me every time. So the good thing about doing the mini-boss first is that you can use save and quit, and then use the blue warp. That puts us directly where we want to be.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get for some reason when I did the old test.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Some ocarina glitching for the win.
Yeah. So since we're on the second layer, it's gonna keep that so we can walk above the doors. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It breaks a lot of this dungeon, especially.
Again, it's like cool graphics and stuff.
You're never supposed to see that part of the screen. One thing you might notice is that we do go left, then up, then right, instead of just going straight up. The reason is that this dungeon is really weirdly made, that if you go straight up when you're in the room with the waterfall, you're actually going to end up on the first floor, because right now we're on the second floor, just because this dungeon is...
into a loading zone.
Yeah. And it's not like just when you're climbing up, it's like everywhere on the top of the screen. So, it's pretty weird, but... Anyways, Big Octo coming up. Pretty exciting.
Whoo, okay. This guy sucks. That's it. Well, there are a lot of small things that about this fight. When he shoots his nuts, it's mostly set, but you can manipulate them to shoot slightly faster. And then when the nut hits, and which angle he has, I think you have to take in mind.
We skipped 3/3 of the dungeon with that Ocarina of Time.
Why?
Yeah, let's guess how many inks we're going to get for this test.
Hint, it's less than 3. So the first and second cycles are always the same, so can't really do much about that. But between the cycles, when he's frozen and like charging at the wall, we do manipulate that, so you're gonna see that it's gonna be faster than your average run.
So when he starts charging,
Or
if he
any run.
charges into a corner, he can get stuck there and unfreeze pretty quickly. And then you can't avoid him doing some sucking.
Yeah.
And then I'm manipulating the angle to be perfect, so they can hit him early as well as him getting good angle to charge.
And like the less he moves, the faster, or the more time you save. So that's also great.
Also,
So,
if you
orange.
hit for the last hit each cycle, if you hit him with 2 rocks in the same frame, you can give him negative health.
Yeah, well,
Which-
negative. It
yeah.
underflows is to 255, so you need to hit him 255 times. It's pretty great.
I would love to see that to be done in a run by accident.
That would suck.
I will
I've
love so
tried,
hard.
but I couldn't get it.
0 ink,
That was
guys.
0 ink, by the way. And we have the water element.
God Gamer.
So next up is the graveyard, where we meet Tompa.
Yeah, so we need to like meet Damping, like go up Veil Falls and all that, and Cloud Tops.
Yep.
If you watch the TAS trailer, I used the Cloud Tops music, so we're gonna get to hear that again.
It's one of the best tunes in the game, so we're going to stay
It is.
stay in that area quite
That
a
and
The graveyard music is also really good.
we're all Kriptiska, yeah. Wait, whose birthday is it?
ZFG?
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, ZFG.
That was 1 month ago.
Oh, dang. Before we go to the graveyard, we're gonna go back to the sanctuary that we mentioned that we were going back to after every dungeon.
Yeah.
Except that one dungeon.
And those gods, like any Zelda game, they aren't that good.
Oh, that bomb drop right there was also manipulated later in the run.
Oh,
'cause
that bomb
we were,
was so good.
we were trying to figure out like where to get it, and then Tompa just found it. Oh, you can use it there. So that was great.
Yeah, the good thing about the well, if we find something that we need, an item or something, and have to redo, if we have a save and quit coming up fairly soon, we can edit in the inputs for it. But when we can't do that, we have to redo a lot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sync up, and that is painful. So now we can make another clone. And this is nice, but it's needed in the first room or second room in the next dungeon. But
yeah,
if we
so
can skip that block somehow, we can get the Rock's Cape early before finishing the previous dungeon. Which will be nice, but that nice A Link to the Past music in the cave. Oh yeah, before we got taken by the bird, we used the boots to dazzle a bit. As mentioned, that changed the randomness.
Yeah.
And that little part was needed to get good RD. Wait, this is the wrong direction, this isn't the graveyard.
Yeah, personally I'm scared of ghosts, so we decided to just skip the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
Good choice.
Some more Ocarina Glitch usage here. We can walk through people. So that first Ocarina Glitch down there saved about 40 minutes of content. And this one saves like 30 seconds. But it's still faster.
Yeah.
It's not quite 40 minutes, but it's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's like 35, 30,
Oh, I love this upcoming room here in the next one.
maybe like 25.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, this room's
So
really
for all Except the sword. That's interesting.
So the bone boots again. We kill two pestos with one skull, and we get a bunch of items for it. So that's great.
Oh, chat, please, no. If you can use the Ocarina Glitch somehow in the first 2 rooms, we can skip that big block. But
Yeah.
there's no way to activate it, sadly.
Unfortunately. You can activate it later in the dungeon though, but it's about a minute slower if you want to like use a Ocarina Glitch route.
Yeah.
European TMC is the second fastest TMC.
Oh, the Wishrobe fight is like a cool one.
Yeah.
This time we have quite a lot of bombs to use for fight.
Yeah.
So all the bombs.
So a bunch of roll lifts as well, because roll lifts are cool.
Jesus.
Not only is that fight great, we also manipulated a bomb drop and a hard drop, so
Yeah.
you know.
I did want more bombs and hearts, but I couldn't make it without losing time. But 1 heart can be, or 2 hearts can be taken. No, 1 here, then 2 in the next
Yeah,
one.
2 later. So one thing you might have noticed earlier is that we can actually don't need to go all the way up the clouds. You can just fly to the loading zone. So
Yeah.
it's used a lot as well.
As long as Link is in his jumping position when he's on top of the screen, it counts. So you
Yeah.
don't need to take the clouds.
So TAS only trick here, we can walk through the skulls. It's pretty great.
Cheater.
Dang.
And this is great to have rooms like this where you have to wait for something, that you can get heart drops without losing time.
Yeah.
That kind of saved the whole dungeon.
Yeah. Because now we're back at full health and we'll need it.
That's good. And here I'm standing still, we're standing still, because a lot of times when you want to edit the tasks, we want some place where we can change the randomness without losing time. So there
Yeah.
we can just add in sword classes to change stuff later on. So all those slashes were made to manipulate things.
Oh, a bomb is also used here. That was found a little later, but still a cool thing.
Oh, pot room.
How much faster is that?
No clue. For some reason when you push these pots, if you move it diagonally, you can start pushing them earlier against
Yeah.
the wall for some reason. It
Basically.
makes no sense.
TMC.
But we don't need to optimize the pot movement too much, because we have to wait
Yeah.
for the rolling spike anyway. And there we could use the Ocarina Glitch to jump over this thin wall to get the later part of the dungeon.
Portal items, not Ocarina Glitch.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
But
hold on.
as I mentioned earlier, there's a boss key, a boss door still in the way, and we haven't gone the boss key yet, so it sort of sucks.
Yeah, the boss is in the worst position, basically. It could be.
Yeah.
And using boots here is great.
Yeah. I started doing that in real-time runs because
Yeah.
faster. And you can just run through the spikes without getting damaged. So the boots is another item that you don't get knocked back. You usually don't get knocked back with stuff.
Oh, I like the
Sometimes
first
you do.
cloud skip there. Silly.
Yeah.
As when you're jumping, if you push against a corner, you can get boosted. For only one jumping, so...
This
can make-
fight's
This
cool.
will be interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so this is the only use of the Ocarina Glitch in this dungeon. Now it's pretty cool because it saves about 20 seconds, I think, but it is frame perfect, and you have one shot at it, so it's quote TAS only, unquote, because some people have done it, but
But this glitch here right
Yeah, it's
here
very
sucks.
inconsistent.
yeah,
Because above us to the right is the boss room,
yeah,
but we can't get there.
yeah.
It's really frustrating. You can actually enter the screen, but you will just fall down infinitely because you have to touch floor on the very first frame after a screen transition. But since there is no floor, you just fall down infinitely.
Yeah. you basically fall down until you have no more health, and then the game just soft blocks because you're still falling down, and it doesn't know where to put you. That fight is also really well done.
Bomb strats.
Yeah, I was fast with the bomb compared to the sword. Or compared to a bomb, as I said in my comment.
The bomb was faster than the bomb.
Yeah. That was quite surprising to me. But one reason is that you get a better position when you use the bomb, as you can go to the edge of the hole.
True. Oh yeah, about the Ocarina glitch earlier, that was actually found like when we were halfway through the last dungeon. So remember when we said that we can like edit movies? Well, we did, except we had to redo everything from that Ocarina glitch until like maybe 10% through the next dungeon.
Yeah.
So
well, I did redo most of this dungeon from where you get the double hearts from the crows.
yeah,
As we needed more health, because after doing from the Ocarina glitch, I got pretty bad randomness, and I needed more health to do so, so I had to redo even more of the dungeon.
great fun.
Yeah. Ooh, the hands are coming up.
Ooh, good damage boost. Oh yeah, the hands. So these get killed in one shot by arrows or bombs, which is pretty great. We use neither of those because
So close.
That looks so scary.
Yeah, that's one frame from being caught.
Wow.
Can't be closer.
Shout out to visual, by the way.
Optimally, we wanted more help here, but it was not possible to get, sadly. Without losing a lot of time, that is. As when you go back through the spikes here, it's faster to run through them to take damage. But that requires more health than we had, so...
it's an extra heart, so... And we need, like, at the end of the boss, we're gonna have a quarter heart left, so we really don't have any... Oh, wait, okay, no. We're gonna have more than that, but, like, we're gonna end up with a quarter heart at one point, so we really didn't have any room to play around. Like, here, for example, rolling is faster through the spikes, but we couldn't do that either. That's the other sob story of the Minish Cap TAS.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Too many. Yeah, so if we did the Ocarina glitch, we would end up on the left side of this room.
Yeah.
Being stuck in the void.
Yeah. Oh, important glitch here. If you pause on entering the on entering the room, the music for the dungeon still plays for like 2 more seconds. So that's a thing. Right, good cycle.
Yep. So for these blue ones, you want to land on them as early as possible when you defeat the red, and then you want to get back to the red one as early as possible. And the fastest way to do so is to commit suicide. Also, we didn't hit the ice there, because you can't damage more than when he has 12 health left.
Yeah, so it's sort of like sort of like Big Chew at the beginning of the game, where we try to hit him as least amount as possible because he can only take so much damage. It's the same thing for this boss. You'll see us split sometimes and sometimes not split. So it's faster to not split coming out of, or like right when we fall off, it's faster to not split because charging takes too long. But it is faster to split later because having 3 links does more damage.
You will never see a boss fight like this RTA.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah. Also, you can hit the last Georg while still on the red one. The last blue Georg while still on the red one. So, that's cool. Also, fun fact, the red one is female and the blue one is male.
Yep. And it was also good to get some heart drops from the baby babies.
The baby Georgs.
Shout out to the European version for being bad.
Shout out to Georg for being bad.
Get out of here. I thought I turned it off. Guess not.
Alright, so finished the dungeon, we're going to the sanctuary again.
So that part for the dungeon is the same as before. And everything up here is the same.
Yeah.
So we have to visit this place a few times, but whatever. Yeah, you can run into the guard like it doesn't matter. Doesn't care.
They're blind.
My old task is like 145 in real time. Or 146, 145, I can't remember.
Wait, what's 146?
The old task
Oh.
in RTA timing.
Oh, in real time, I don't know.
It's 148 task timing, and I thought like 2.5 minutes. Something to add up.
Yeah, something like that. No one cares about RTA timing.
Task timing can win. Well, to me, task timing kind of makes the most logical sense in a way, as it's from start playing the game to stop playing the game, first to last input. But it's going to be hard to like know when did runner press the last button, like
Yeah.
exact time.
Although, defining what's the end of the game is tough.
Yeah, that too.
Because like here, there's a text box, but like after the text box, there's the credits. But then after the credits, there's a save box. So is that the end of the game?
It's hard. But sometimes you can get like, you want to save and continue at the end of the credits. Does that count?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, timing is weird.
Just does that count towards being the game? Oh well.
Oh no, the king disappeared.
Oh no. Yeah, so earlier in the cutscene, in the woods, Body actually killed the king, so the king does not exist in this game anymore. So we won't see him ever again.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
And one very small time saver. When you walk with the sword out, you're walking slower than 1 pixel per frame. But if you walk into a corner, you get boosted 1 pixel per frame. So it's faster to walk into corners when you have the sword out. That also applies to being mini-slowed. Yeah, so here you can start the cutscene at the same time you save another guy.
Yeah.
Coming up.
So it's called cutscene walking. You sort of activate Ezla while you're activating the other cutscene, so you can move through it. And then you activate the second guard while you're talking to the first guard, so you can move through the next one, and etc. So it's like a glitch you use like 3 times in a row. It's pretty great. Fire, of course, being faster.
For this time you need to get 4 keys to reach the final boss. And you can get a couple of different keys. And we time them all, and these 4 are the best ones.
Yeah.
Just not come up. So we skipped the king key there, for example. Because that one is bad.
Yeah, I lied. The king actually is still alive, but he's gonna stay in the dungeon. So
Well, he's buried alive because he's a stone statue. Like, are you alive if you're a statue? I don't think so.
it's a good question.
So
so
leaving now is faster.
Did you time that, Tompa? Leaving now compared to leaving later?
What? Oh, yeah, I did.
Wait, yes, because task only thing. Because after the next key, we use the save warp, so we need to exit there.
Oh, I see.
But I'm not sure if it's actually faster for real time.
It should be faster, I think, yeah.
That puzzle's done really well.
I can't remember like, how much it was.
Oh, also, 3 rooms ago with the cannons, we used a bomb, and that also is not only faster, but also skips an Ezla text. I'm having trouble with words.
Yeah, it's hard to speak.
English is not my first language.
Vi kan prata svenska istället! Anyway, that's not
Alright.
it. So there's going to be a lot of awkward glitching this time. But first we have to go up to these stairs here to mess up our layer value, so we can run into walls.
It's pretty great.
So in each of the 4 corners of the dungeon has a key. Yeah, it was close, Q. It was close.
Oh, dang.
Now we're going to repeat the same thing again, except go to a different key. And this we can do for the first 2 keys, but the next one we have to do something else.
Yeah, so Ocarina Glitch is used a lot in this dungeon. It's pretty great.
Well, they also have an extra use in just a second.
Yeah, well, just a second. In a while. we'll talk about that when we get there.
Well, not that one. I'm talking about the doors.
Oh, yeah, true. So there are 2 extra uses.
So this one right here. So you want to walk through the walls or jump down them.
I still don't completely understand how that works, but you can jump over the doors with the Ocarina Glitch. Because normally the game has it has a ramp value where you can't jump when you're in a doorway, but with the Ocarina Glitch that doesn't get updated as well. That fight is also really well done. So you can jump in doorways, and if you jump while you're screen transitioning, you can jump over the door. So
unless you still have the glitch activated, you can walk on the holes.
yeah, that too. So we still have Ocarina Glitch at this point.
And here comes the best use of it.
Yeah. So that fight is pretty fast because you can just unlock him, and then we use how do you explain? It's really confusing. So we use the same Ocarina Glitch that we did back in the 5th dungeon with the ball and chain soldiers, but that one's frame perfect as well. So we do that. Then the second Ocarina use is not frame perfect, but we optimize it as much as possible. And then pressing start is also frame perfect. So there's 2 frame perfect glitches back to back to save warp that saves 3 seconds.
Worth it.
Yep.
So you can get either this key or the one to the northwest. And the northwest looks really cool when you do it, but it was like...
Yeah. If you want to see it, I have it on my YouTube, but this one was faster.
Yeah. So now we have all the keys we need, which is good.
Also, the double Darknet fight looks better than the single Darknet fight.
Oh, the double one is open. But the worst one is still coming up, so... I guess the last show when they roll lift glitch.
Yeah, right.
Which they get rid of the pots.
So you'll see in like the next 30-ish seconds that we'll do a lot of stuff like right here, for example. We actually roll right into the blue warp. That's to manipulate RNG, because coming up is a thing where we need RNG to be manipulated as much as possible in our favor.
Yeah. As well as that sword slash.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna die.
So close.
So these Keaton are bad. What do we come
Yeah,
with?
this is kind of ridiculous, in my opinion.
In the theory, you can manipulate them to be all out in ways that don't have to slash, but that doesn't...
In theory. Using boots there activates the cutscene of Ezlo and the Darknets appearing at the same time. And
Oof.
yeah, good fight.
Jesus, oh my god.
That's how you do this triple darkness. Oh, I hate these guys so much. The problem with the Darknuts is you can't hit them from anything else but the back or the back sides of them. And when you turn around, they turn around. So you have to make them do an attack so you can attack them later on. And that took a long time to figure out that setup.
That was really sick though. Okay,
Vati, the final boss.
This is Body Transfigured, I believe. No. Body Reborn. I don't know. It's the Body one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this fight is... It's not much different as the real-time fights, but it is done pretty fast, so that's great.
Less teleports.
Actually, no. This part right here is...
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Is great.
And that's the fairy we didn't get.
Yeah, we almost got that fairy. Getting that fair would have been slower, but
Yeah.
body choose really well done. So we use the bow and boots again, so that's to make things a little faster. And then we can skip the clones, because we're at TAS, and we can hit all 4 eyes, because...
If you hit the eyes like, I think it's 6-7 frames something after each other, you can skip having the clone.
Yeah, this is another recipe you will never really see in RTA.
It's actually so fast that we do have to wait for the eyes to fully open before we can hit them, so...
So it's so quick.
That was ridiculous. That's like 1 minute faster than RTA, at least.
Gold split.
Lacerbot has quite a bit of luck to manipulate the movement of Ati as well as the eyes that you can hit. So a couple of things.
All right, so now we finished the last dungeon, so we're going back to the sanctuary.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's impossible to climb over those rocks, so you have to go back.
You know, you have the grip ring, but you still can't. You still can't climb rocks. I think it's because Zelda doesn't have the grip ring, so you know. Anyways.
So the final fight is mostly the same as the last TAS, like in real time in general. But there's one really cool trick you can do.
Yeah. There's one trick that we can do.
That is thanks to
actually, there's 2 differences. So yeah, if you remember portal items, that's used as well here.
Interesting. That's very smart.
And yes, we have Sword on A because that was faster in the end.
Yeah, it was faster. I'm really sad about that. The other difference is that we don't use the lantern here because we have night vision.
I can't believe people have this skill for something else.
So you're not allowed to stand too close to the ice, otherwise the ice are going to shut down on you. So yeah, this is... You manipulate him to move as little as possible, and then of course use the eye attack each time. Oh crap! Wrong button! No!
Uh-oh.
Timer!
What happened? Oh, well...
Okay, let's beat him in less than 15 seconds.
Alright, for those of you timing at home.
Sorry guys, that was bad.
Time.
30 seconds.
Done. Alright, so final time that I calculated like to the frame was 1 hour 37 minutes, 10 seconds, and 55 frames.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
So.
Can you undo? How do you undo the timer? No.
But the TAS is not over yet because we still have text boxes to go through.
Yeah. And now we can put on the frame counter. These are called lag frames and loading time frames. And for this emulator compared to the previous one, has a lot less lag and loading time.
Mm-hmm.
But that is more accurate to the console as well. As my last TAS lost a lot of time on like Ocarina discs or using Ocarina, you know, because the game
if you go back to
lagged a lot.
like see the YouTube videos, you'll notice it slows down a lot.
Yeah, but that's not the case on console. So.
For those of you who are bad at math, 358,496 frames is 1 hour 39 minutes and 35 seconds. TAS timing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's ridiculous. Good job, you guys.
So yeah, that took us 2 years to finish. But I'm quite satisfied, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
But I will not test this game again the upcoming years.
It was a journey.
Even with a flipper skip, I won't test this game.
Dang, in 5 years we'll need someone else to do it.
100% is next, right?
Yeah, DKC 100%.
Yep, that's what I'm working on at the moment.
So any final words?
I don't know. Well, if anyone is interested in running this game, we have a Discord channel.
Yeah, real-time runs sort of look like that, except not as fast.
Yeah.
There
the
aren't that
real-time
many
record is
tasks on it.
152 and 52 right now. By
By
Mr. Toadsy.
ToadsWoot. Oh, if you want to sort of like take a gander at how long this run took, when the run started, the world record was 2:01. I think like 25 or something like that. But it was a 2:01, and then and yeah, that's that.
That's the game.
Now it's
So
152.
if you don't like the game, that's how you need to play it to get rid of it quickly. Pretty much.
Is there an ask for the Discord link? One sec.
Yeah, go for it.
How do you do that? There you go.
So, anyone has any questions about the task or the game or whatever? Go ahead. As I'm not in a rush right now, so...
Same. I have class in 2 hours.
I guess Toads wanna go to bed soon.
I mean, it's almost 3 a.m. here, so... But still, it was really nice to see what you guys were able to do with this game.
Yeah.
Even though there's not that much task-only stuff, it was still very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said before, there are a lot of small things that add up to...
Yeah, it was really nice to watch.
Ton of optimizations. It was good. I definitely learned a lot. This was my first task, so if you want to compare the first work in progress to the task, you'll see the difference. Although the
quite
start of the task, I guess it was Tompa that did it, but I did contribute like 10% of the inputs. Okay, more than that, but like.
There is no flipper skip yet. We want one, but there doesn't exist one yet.
Yet.
I'm trying.
The room in question is the room after the one with Big Octo, where you have to swim up to the flipper. The flipper. You have to swim up to the lily pad. So that's the only room that we needed in.
So if you guys want to help, good luck.
This was VBA RR version 24. About
Yeah,
the
version
timer.
24.
I wanted to press the right key, but instead I pressed the numpad 0 key, and which was for the timer. So I paused it too early. Oh, Maria, we'll see. I really like that game, and I want to kind of task it a bit, I suppose. It's a great task game.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the last tasks done on VBA, because Task Videos no longer accepts it after, I think, December it is. So.
Precise on. Yeah, 13 seconds. So I'm going to submit this to testvideos.org in hopefully a couple of hours. And it's also going to be up on YouTube. Well, it is up on YouTube. I can make it unlisted, I guess. Or make it
In HD.
make it unlisted in HD. Oh, yeah, but
So the next time you guys will see a TMC test, it will hopefully be 100%.
Fingers crossed. Although, in 100%, there's this one cool glitch where you like get a bunch of kingstones really fast. In a task, though, that wouldn't happen if it was optimal. So, don't get your hopes up for an optimal 100% task, because you have to manipulate every single kingstone. And if that wasn't the worst part, so if you've played this game, you'll know what the figurines are, and you get you get 130 figurines. And currently in 100%, there's a manipulation for it where you slash your sword a couple of times between a few figurines. But if you want like a really optimal 100% task, you need to find the perfect RNG seed that you can get all 130 figurines without getting the same one twice, without slashing your sword. So that is why 100% tasks will never be fully optimized.
Yeah, no.
Well, not a perfect one.
Well, yeah, not a perfect one. Anyways, no figurines.
So yeah, that's the game.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
I hope you liked. Yeah, a lot of prerequisites for the figurines. Yeah, Falco, show us. Please show us. Go for it. I believe in you.
You can thumbs up this video on YouTube when it gets to it.
Desert, I'm a Tompa boy, not from Tampa Bay. And I've been in Tampa Bay though, but I won't be moving
Dang,
there.
I haven't.
I was here like 9 years ago. So let's see what we're going to do with the viewers. Do we have anyone to raid?
Ooh. Is anyone streaming? Okay, first of all, is anyone streaming Minish Cap?
That is the question.
Nope, just you. Dang.
No one else in the world? Like some random people?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad. Let's go to this guy. So, what do you guys want to raid with?
Just like 137.55.
146.45?
Raid with Kirby Master when it's Hundo, yeah. Good joke.
The Minish Kappa, maybe.
The finished cap.
the Minish Kappa.
The Minish Kappa.
Yeah, okay. Raid with the Minish Kappa and go to Demon's channel. Or something. That would be good. And we are off.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
Thanks for watching. And
Bye.
thanks for the TAS, of course.
Our pleasure.
Sub Lucio.